Okay, everyone, I won't take up too much of your time. A massive thank you for coming along today. It's absolutely wonderful on the eve of the season to see so many people here celebrating some of the wonderful things about football, which, as we know, is a fantastic sport to really lead, unite, connect, and inspire people, which is what we try to do at Melbourne Victory. I won't take up too much of your time other than to say, as I said before, on the eve of the season, it is wonderful to have such fantastic news, to see so many people here talking about our game, and we really look forward to seeing everybody come along when the season starts to support Melbourne Victory and our newest signing. So without any further introduction necessary, obviously a World Cup winner, somebody absolutely fantastic to have at our club, both on and off the pitch. Everything that he stands for is something that aligns so closely to Melbourne Victory's vision. So let's welcome Juan Mata.
Hi. Hello everyone. Hi.
Welcome to Melbourne.
Thank you.
I guess first up, what brought you here? What convinced you Melbourne Victory was a place to continue your career?
Well, first of all, my love for the country. Of course, I had a season in Sydney last year, and it felt that it went too quick. I felt that I didn't have enough time in Australia, so I wanted to come back and to come to Melbourne Victory. Of course, it's one of the biggest clubs in the league. Really, it was my conversation with Caroline, with JD, and with Arthur, the coach. I really felt the energy in the club. I really felt that they wanted me here, and it's a nice experience for me to get to another city, to play for a different club, and I'm happy to be here and excited to start.
Was game time a big thing for you? We know that you played, I think, 23 games, but only a few starts. Was that something that came up in your conversations with Victory?
Yeah, and of course, game time is something that we all want as football players, and it's difficult for coaches to make decisions. But I also, in my conversation with Arthur, I felt that he's willing to play with my qualities, to try to help the team on the pitch as well as off the pitch. And I really felt that, his style of play and the players that we have in the dressing room, we can do a good season, hopefully.
Was your role in Victory also discussed? Obviously, you're well known as a 10, but you played a variety of roles at the Wanderers. Do you have a more set, concrete role at Victory lined up for you?
I think it's something that we're going to work on. And of course, my conversation with the coach was based around me trying to bring what I can do for the team in the best possible way. And of course, he knows and I know that that's in an attacking midfielder position, trying to create assists and goals for the teammates. But I'm also open. I'm not somebody that demands game time just for the sake of it. I know that coaches have to make decisions based on fairness, and I agree with that. So what I'm ready to do is try to give my best to contribute with the team, and I'm very happy to hear that Arthur is willing to be in the same page and to work it together.
I think you only landed back in Australia this morning. How long
yeah.
before you can, hit the training track and get to know your new teammates?
I met them today, but I just landed in the morning, so it was important for me to go to the club to meet everyone, and especially the coaching staff and the teammates, and it already feels good. It already feels great. There is a good atmosphere. Of course, new faces this season. We had some signings, but it was very nice for me to be already in a team meeting and get to know, the environment and the routines.
What's your thoughts on something like players coming through, Aussie players? We saw Casey Boss with Victory go to Europe. What was your thoughts on the talent coming through? Milanovic,
Yeah.
very soon in substance.
Yeah. I mean, I had experience with Wanderers last season, and the three that you mentioned, right? Milanovic, Sak, and Oscar, and many others that I think are ready to make that big step. This is one of the things that I think there is a lot of potential here for young players. I think there is a talent. They're having the minutes that they need in the A-League, and I think most of them, they're ready for that big dream, which is go to Europe and try to perform. I think there is a lot of presence, but I really believe that the future can be bright in Australia in football, because the willingness and the potential is there, and they only need the confidence, and of course that the luck is with them also in Europe. But I think there's big potential in the country.
Victory have made a lot of finals lately without winning. What do you feel like you can help bring to get them maybe over the edge and get
I will
some
try.
silver?
I will try. Of course, Victory has always been fighting for winning, and is one of the most successful clubs in the league. That's also one of the reasons why I'm here, and hopefully this season we can do what they did, which is go to the finals, but change that final result and hopefully win, because I think a club of this size and with the fans that they have, it's something that they deserve.
Did Victory have to see off any other interest in you? Did you have any other offers from around the world that Victory won out over?
Well, I had a couple of options not to come back to Australia, but as I said before, I really liked my experience here on a personal level and a professional level, and I wanted to come back. So when I had a discussion with Caroline, with JD, and with Arthur, my mind was quite clear on I'm going to give it a chance. I want to go back there and really feel again the A-League and hopefully win it.
Was there an option to go back to Western Sydney?
There were conversations, especially at the end of last season. So they proposed me to stay 1 year as a player and then to stay in the club also. And we kept going with the conversations over in the summer, but I really felt, when I talk with Victory, that everyone was on the same page. And I feel convinced that, the club is willing me to help not only off the pitch, but also, and especially this season, on the pitch. That's something that I want. And so we were really aligned in that sense.
Was it difficult last year when you only got 7 starts? There was times where I think your manager, your agent wasn't happy with how much game time you were getting. There was a lot of talk about the situation at Wanderers. Were you happy there?
Yeah, but I can only control what I do, what I say, and how I behave, and that's the way it should be. I'm really thankful to Wanderers. They opened the door for me to come to the A-League. I have great friendships for life made in the club. They are great people and they work in a very nice way. They have a lot of, as you know, relevance in the community in Western Sydney, which is something also important for me. And I wish them the best, of course. I wish them good luck. Not this season against Victory, but I wish them good luck because they deserve it. And the fans, they were fantastic to me, to my family, and we had a good year there. But of course, when you don't play so much and you're a football player, you are frustrated like all the players that didn't play so much last season.
I think your last game with the Wanderers was against Victory in the finals. And didn't get the result for the Wanderers that day, but did that maybe influence your decision at all? Gave you a sign you want to be part of that?
No, I didn't. Of course, I didn't know anything at that time, and I was really frustrated with how it ended and the chances that we had. No, of course not. I was really sad, and it was a shame because we had a good season, and Wanderers was in the final after some years of difficulties. So we were really proud of what we were doing, and we really felt that we could go all the way. But yeah, unfortunately, it didn't happen.
You said that you guys are on the same page. What is the same page with you and Melbourne Victory?
Same page is to give priority to my on the pitch duties and to spend this year of my career trying to get as many minutes as I can and try to help on the pitch, but also what they're trying to do and what they have been doing off the pitch for many years is something that I'm interested in. I know the relevance of Victory in Melbourne and the fan base they have and the community support that they have, so it's something that I also want to contribute to because it gives you a deeper feeling, a deeper meaning of where you are, and so I think we're aligned in both directions.
You spent a lot of time, obviously you're in Sydney, now you're in Melbourne.
Yeah.
What are you looking
Which one is better?
Yeah, that's the one I'm asking you. What are you
Undoubtedly.
Are you looking forward to exploring Melbourne a little bit?
Yes, because when you live in Sydney, everyone said that Sydney is best. Now that I will live in Melbourne, I will see it for myself. So at the end of the year, I will be well equipped to tell you my opinion. But it's also nice to get to know a different city. That it's amazing for sure.
We're heading into a World Cup year, and at Melbourne Victory, there's a number of players, Nishan Valupale, maybe even somebody like a Jordi Valadon or Dennis Jonro, that would be hoping that their play can put them in the conversation for the Socceroos at the World Cup. Is that something that you're looking forward to, maybe helping some of your teammates launch their cases for the Socceroos, setting Nishan up to score a few goals that gets into the World Cup?
For sure. I think, I know them, of course, because I played against them last season, and I know how good they are, and hopefully, they know that I'm here for anything they might need, right? I'll try to help them as much as I can on the pitch with my game and with my years of experience, but hopefully Victory has a couple of players that go to the World Cup, because representing your country in a World Cup is something really nice. Australia has been doing it for many years and they had certain success with it, so hopefully they can do it. It's after Spain, which I hope they win, I also hope that Australia now has great results and hopefully many of the Victory players go.
what's I guess your message to people who maybe have followed your career in the Premier League or elsewhere around the world to come and see what you and your teammates can do in the A-League? Because we know when Amy Park is full, it's a great place to be.
Yes, I mean, it happened last year when I posted something on my social media, between the games we played against Sydney FC, Wanderers and Sydney FC. You can also see the final, the atmosphere between City and Victory. And I had so many ex-teammates asking me, wow, we didn't know there were these atmospheres in the A-League. And I tell them that the reality is good. I understand that the A-League is in a challenging moment financially. And I only see a way up. I only see that this country is going to keep improving. And hopefully some players that are playing in Europe right now can come to Australia now or in a couple of years and can help raise the standards, because I think it's the way that it's going to develop.
The A-League, there's a bunch of adjustments that come with it. It's played during the summer, it's very physical, transitional-based league. Is that something that you think now that you're in your second year here, you've experienced 1 year of that, you'll be better placed to contribute this season?
It's something that I realized when I came after a couple of games, and I know that sometimes games get a little bit crazy from box to box and it's very physical, but I still think that the way I play and the way football is played, it's you can still have an effect on the game by your positioning, by your decision making, by your trying to contribute with your abilities. And that's the way I always tried to play football in my career, and I was lucky enough to to play in some important games and make the difference, so I will try to keep doing the same.
I was going to ask further to Anna's question. It's obviously sporting capital of the world, some say in Melbourne, and so many sports and football fans. Is there any message to the many thousands of Victory members and football fans in Melbourne ahead of the season?
Just that I'm really looking forward to meet them at our stadium and in the streets in Melbourne. I know how important Melbourne is in sports. I mean, you can only talk about football or soccer, but also AFL, rugby, Formula One, tennis. It's a very sporting city, and I'm really looking forward to experience that and to meet all the Victory fans.
There's obviously an AFL prelim final happening here on Saturday. Do you have any plans on going to that?
I think we will be away. We have a pre-season camp away, so unfortunately not. But the priority now is to get ready for the season. Yeah.
Have you heard of the Sharon rule?
No.
I'll let the Victory people let you know about that one.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.